JB came out, Matt came out, said, they thought this game was horrible, just hard to watch. And also obviously said that Lamar Jackson looked really bad. I don't think he looked great personally, but I'm not looking at that game like, oh my God, like Lamar got so much to learn. But I want to hear from you, man. Like, what was your biggest takeaway outside of the rules? What was your biggest takeaway from that game, just watching it in totality?
Lamar and the Ravens are delusional.
To think that a guy with his skill set can miss the majority of the offseason program. Remember, he didn't get paid a bonus because he didn't show up. Not take a snap in the preseason and show up in game one and be ready to go. He looked terrible last night. He threw maybe one ball in rhythm from the pocket. It was an in route to Zay Flowers early in the game. That's about the only in rhythm throw he made from the pocket. His pocket awareness was awful. He was jumping around the pocket like a damn high school quarterback. He was throwing off balance. Look at him moving in the pocket. Why? That's a clean pocket. Bailey, rewind that one more time. What in the hell is he doing?
Step up.
That's a clean pocket. What is he doing? And then you wonder why the ball's high and late, likely. He missed the corner route before that because he's moving around. He missed Zay Flowers, the play after that, because he's moving around. I mean, and this is a guy that's got 2 MVPs. If this was a rookie quarterback or this was a marginal player, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Look, go back to this. Look how open Zay Flowers is. Where's Lamar going first? That's a clean
right
pocket.
there. Stand tall.
Zay's wide. That's a clean,
Shaun, let me ask you.
Chris Jones was scaring on them footsteps, man. Chris Jones.
Shaun, I broke it down earlier. I said our number one thing as a quarterback and a coach is be quick, don't hurry. That's our number one saying to quarterbacks. And if you ever watch Shaun play or myself or Tom Brady or guys that weren't freaking natures with their feet, but we stepped on our inside of our balls of our toes, Big Smitty. So we want to be on the little toe on the outside and on the big toe on the inside, Smitty. So it's like a ballerina. I'm like a ballerina.
Right.
So I want to be quick, not hurry. So all you got to do is step up here, eyes downfield, and then make the throw and slow down your mind and your feet. So we want to be quick up mentally. We want to be quick with our torso, slow with our feet, even though we know he can run. He can run. He can always run. He thinks he's a runner all the time, though. So his feet are always fast, and he'll never slow them down to make an accurate throw, and that's what you continue to see. This wasn't game one, Smitty. Stop saying it's game one, homie. Shaun just broke it down. If you're not going to invest in this thing in year 7, you can't give him an excuse for game one every year being bad. He's fucking bad all the time.
Well, listen, I don't look at it from a QB lens. So I'm gonna be the guy standing on the hill. I thought it was a decent. I get like a C plus game from him. I don't think it was as horrible as you guys thought, and that's cool. Agree, disagree. You guys will always look at it from the very technical quarterbackial. This is what we were taught. This is how you draw back. This is where your short's supposed to be. The alignment, the footwork. Lamar is not that. Will never be that. So if that's what you guys are always going to judge him based upon, if you're going to judge him based upon how you guys played the game as more of a traditional quarterback, then he will always be horrible because that's just not his game plan. I'm looking at it from a standpoint forget all right, fuck the quarterback rules. Who was the clear cut focus and leader and the guy who kept that engine going on the Ravens last night? To me, it was Lamar. It was good. It was bad. It was ugly. We saw everything last night. But when these guys were driving down the field, when these guys did go down there and get field goals, when Derrick Henry did score a touchdown, when the broken play to Isaiah Likely, this was based upon Lamar Jackson's just natural ability. So all I'm saying is I give him credit for the natural ability, for the 122 rushing yards, for the freestyle. I give him credit because those are just natural things that a D coordinator can't coach you up on. He can't prepare a defense for Lamar Jackson. You can't tell the scout team. So I like that. But again, I play D-line. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of man, I would hate to fucking play this guy.
So Smitty, here's where I differ with you. He was born with those gifts. The fact that he has the skill, but he hasn't taken the time to refine the other nuances is why I'm so critical of him. If he had showed up this offseason, if he had gotten reps in the preseason, that'd be different. But he walks around like he's some king that's impervious to the fact that he hadn't gotten better in the areas he's weak at.
All right, Shaun, here, I'm gonna read you a text, Shaun.
Talent.
I gotta read you this text because you're spitting fire, and this is exactly to go against what Smitty's saying. Smitty sees it as an athlete out there running around, and he having to chase him as a D lineman. You and I and his coach in college, Garrick McGee's talking to me right now watching the show. He's saying Lamar has digressed tenfold since Louisville, and it ain't close. Louisville's Lamar Jackson, to all you people in the chat, could actually make throws on time, threw the football on time. Bobby P's a quarterback guy, would motherfuck Lamar Jackson every single time he could. And Lamar Jackson was not only the Heisman Trophy winner, he fucking was a baller in college. Go watch him throw the football. Even though we knew he had a low platform, we had some mechanical issues, he threw the ball on time. He was accurate. He has digressed tenfold. And this is from a guy that coached him in college and recruited him. So, and he recruited AR5, by the way, too.
So he thinks, look, just for clarity, he thinks Lamar Jackson was a better quarterback
by
7 years ago at Louisville than he is today.
Not even close.
All right.
So I don't want to throw T. Martin under the bus because I really don't know.
Fair to him, Shaun, and that's my point. That's you and I's guy.
Right.
He just got him. He just got him. He was coaching wideouts.
Right. I don't because I don't know the dynamics in the organization, but it looks like Lamar doesn't have accountability in the Ravens organization. I'm just telling you, he was high school Houdini last night as far as pocket presence. Like, it was embarrassing. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, Collinsworth is doing such a terrible job of painting the right picture for this game tonight. I mean, he missed the egregious refereeing. He never brought to the light the fact that Lamar looks rusty. Lamar needs reps in the preseason. Lamar needs to constantly work on throwing the ball in rhythm from the pocket. We know he can scramble around. We know he can extend plays. He threw a deep ball that he should have threw without arc on the post route. Then he came back when Zay Flowers beat the guy outside. That ball should have had arc, and he didn't have any arc. Like, it's little nuances. Like, I was like, man. Like,
how do you one more question before we transition to another topic. I'm going to go to college football after this. You guys as quarterbacks, so we're saying that he's digressed tremendously as an actual thrower of the football. How do you forget those things though? Because it takes time to even get to the point of which he was at Louisville. You got to build that. You got to work on that to get to that point. How do you get to the NFL? Because remember, he played as a rookie. Now, he didn't start initially, but he ended up taking over 8-9 games in or whatever. So, like, how do you go from that to now? I forgot everything.
Why are you saying he forgot something? I don't know why.
I'm asking you.
Why are you using it? Why are you saying the word forgot?
What happened then? Like, I mean, there's
no
way. You guys are saying he hasn't been coached. He had all the tools. How do you go from there to being like? Fuck
I don't understand why you missed the fucking point on this. He hasn't.
I'm asking you a question, homie. You can ask. I'm asking you a question. That's why I'm asking you, quarterback. Ask you a question.
No, you're always on defense mode for Lamar Jackson, homie. The truth of the matter is he's not very good. And I'm going to be honest with you. The truth of the matter is he hasn't been coached up. He hasn't been coached up in the NFL is the point. It hasn't that he forgot something, Smitty. He hasn't been coached up. He has an IG Instagram trainer that he goes with to Florida, and all you see is him throwing 9 balls. You see the same platform, the same footwork, the same drills. You don't see him get better or improve. If you watch Jalen Hurts from day 1 to day 2 when he attained an NFL quarterback coach, look at his mechanics. His elbow went from here to here. Jalen Hurts' mechanics got totally better, and they went to a Super Bowl. Now,
Jalen Hurts ain't touching Lamar Jackson, so try that. So, I mean, bad comparison.
Dog, you keep saying this, homie. You keep saying this, dog. Like, not touching him how? Because he can run faster? Is he a running back, homie? Like, miss me with your shit, homie. This motherfucker's delusional.
That's why he got stuck, because you know good and fucking well Jalen Hurts can't sniff Lamar Jackson. That's why you got stuck.
That is delusional, Shaun.
I said what I said. He can't sniff Lamar Jackson.
This motherfucker's delusional, Shaun. Go ahead, Shaun.
Go ahead, Shaun. Then we'll move on to this.
So he's not a natural thrower of the football.
We know that.
So you have to emphasize
he plays quarterback.
That part of playing the position. So when you have a quarterback, Smitty, if you ever become a head coach and you coach quarterbacks, wherever they're weak, you have to rep their weaknesses and turn those into strengths. And so you can tell in practice, he's not being forced to throw the ball in rhythm. When they go in team drills, when he throws a swing route and it's a yard behind the guy, nobody's saying nothing. When they throw all those screen passes and the ball's an inch off the ground as Zay Flowers instead of in the numbers. Like, you can tell that stuff's not being emphasized. Ball location, rhythm, decision-making, timing. Like, I'd be on his butt every day. From the time we start warm-ups, pack and go, to everything. Ball security is awful. Now, he's such a great athlete, he still can be productive.
There you go. I appreciate that. I wish the Ravens, we can get the Ravens on Hard Knocks to get a lot of these questions answered. And Hard don't tell you everything, but right now we're all just kind of making assumptions because we have to. Like, we're not there, so we're just kind of guessing based on what we're seeing on tape. But it's just hard. It's hard to believe that. And again, I'm not a coach, but I've played for a long time. It's hard to believe that a coach would just sitting back, letting motherfuckers just do what he want. But again, I guess when you're making that dollar amount and you're in the NFL, it's probably a big difference than obviously being in college to where, you know, you're still a kid.
At what point in your life do you realize at what time, like what is the time level that you give a human being to be a complete fuck up? If the guy was a liar and he lied to you every single day, how many years do you give him before you say this guy's a fucking liar? I just want to know. Or a thief. If he stole from you.
All I'm saying is this.
No, answer the question, homie. We're in year 7. And it's the same dude we've seen for 7 years.
And he got further last year than he's ever gotten in his entire career.
When are you going to come on and say, you know what, dog, Lamar Jackson's just not the guy?
And in year 6 or year 7, he got further than he's ever got in his entire career. So I'm cool with that.
You can't answer the question. It's
in year 7 or 6, he got further in his career than he's ever gotten. He was a game away from the damn Super Bowl. So I'll take that. Moving on to college football, though, real quick, man. I don't know if you guys